Tippy.
Tippy, no bit.
Hey, that was funk.
Man, was it?
Shit.
What?
Shit. Did it hurt?
No!
Did it hurt?
No!
I'm gonna be honest with you. I listened to that the other day.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? This is
Hits, cuts, bruises.
how you doing? This is Spanko. What's your name? What's your name?
It's your boy Timo. What's happening, y'all?
Yes, and today we're gonna brush up on the cuts of life. And the cuts of life is really the breaking down of everything that we actually went through in life.
Talk that shit, man.
And it just hits you as a cut. But one thing about cut, it always heals. So what are we going to talk about is, first off, is just elaborate on what life does to us in cut-wise. So I have it's kind of like a testimony of cuts.
Okay.
All right? And everybody knows me as, I'm El Spanko.
El Spanko.
Yeah, I'm not Spanish or, nothing like that, but the L is, my name is Larry, so it's L as in E-L, but it's L. Okay. Simple shit.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I mean?
Hi. That's the first one.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what's
That's
up.
how I got that. I was a little small, and one of my Spanish partners like, he looks like an L. I was like,
say it again.
L. But this is it. What I'm going to talk about is the cuts of life. We all go through things in life sometimes. And, if it's family or personal, and it's things that we overcome as a person to make us who we are today. And one thing I have to share is the cuts of my life is, I've been through a series of things, you know what I mean? And one thing I can actually probably elaborate, which I will elaborate right now, is about one particular cuts in my life. It's been so many, and I'm going to just start with one, okay? 1998. 1998. So if you're younger than 1998, or whatever, you know what I mean? Let your mom or your grandma watch this.
They can't relate.
Nah. 1998, we was Palm Beach County, you know what I'm saying? We was the height of all everything. We had,
Shit, back then it was Dub City, wasn't it?
yeah, Dub City.
What was the name of the show on HBO?
But, was that in the 90s when that came out?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we was on the map.
We was on a high, Dub City, you know what I'm saying? Trip was like his third life. They got like 9 lives. He's a guy that just have so many reincarnations.
He reinvented himself.
Every time. We was known as Dove City at Riviera Beach or whatever. Everything. We had clubs like Allure, Club Hennessy. We had
At the Hennessy.
there you go. Yeah.
Shout out to Pup.
Sunset.
Damn
Hey,
dogs,
you know what I mean? And my cuts of my life is at the age of, I want to say 22, 23. I was home from college, you know what I mean? And the area that I grew up in was Riviera Beach, but I kind of grew up in like a couple of areas. One thing about Riviera Beach, we want exit. So no matter, we wasn't really gang related, but it's basically like sides, you know what I'm saying, or areas. It's like pouches, you know what I'm saying? It's really like, really ain't claiming no sides or whatever, but this particular time I was living in National Village area, but then I had moved to E Avenue by Wells, you know what I'm saying? You have to be locally there, kind of.
Know those areas.
Yeah. So that particular time, long story short,
The east side of the tracks.
True.
Big bunch of track niggas.
Exactly.
Nigga was considered as like privileged nigga.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's closer to the water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So with my situation, it was time that I was home from college. You know what I'm saying? I attended college in North Carolina, historical black college, Barbara Scotia College, and North Carolina, Concord, North Carolina, 2 minutes from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I was home, and all my guys, they knew I was home, so it was like, we're gonna ride back to back. We're gonna ride back to back for a deep 3 cars, whatever it takes. We're gonna pull up at the Sunset. We're gonna do a thing. And that was in my era. That was a big deal.
That was the shit.
Yeah.
Even though the chairs were shitty, because like rats was eating the chairs,
Didn't care.
but
we was home.
You was still juicing.
Just pause on your story. Let me me myself, I DJ'd at the Sunset for 3 years.
Okay.
That was my place of employment.
Okay.
You know, no matter what the set had in there, it might not have had all the top-notch furniture like some of the elite clubs and some of the other places out there. But let me tell you this. Nights in the Sunset, everybody felt like family.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, you can have 600, 800 people in there, and everybody got along. It was good.
No matter where you was from.
No. You know, long as you weren't with the shits.
Because it was sometimes some people in there sleeping.
I done seen niggas get knocked out in the set. I done seen, other shit happen at the set.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a historical club for a reason.
Yes.
Yes.
So, you know, I love the Sunset. I can tell a lot of stories about it. But go on, back to your stories about it.
Yes. So back to it. I was like I said, it was 22, 23, and I was just like, not knowing who I was gonna be in life, home from college. I was actually in a situation. I had signed with college at Cumberland University in Tennessee.
So you're finding yourself as a young man.
Yes. So, and the reason why I'm sharing this testimony is because it just gets to show you that no matter what you've been through, as far as people think that I'm the cuts of hits, cuts, and bruises because I cut hair. I'm in the cuts because when you go through things, I have been through a lot of things, and I'm able to heal up from things. So one thing is, my job is to let you know that no matter what you go through, as long as you're able to get a scab on that wound, you're able to heal up.
Right.
That's what I'm saying?
Right.
So my situation was, we all went out. I'm talking about, man, I can name my guys, but it's a disclosure, what I'm saying, but they know who they are. We went 3-4 deep, you know what I mean? And my wife that I have today, she was actually mad at me because of the fact that we were supposed to go to Orlando that next day. So I begged her to let me go out with the fellas tonight. We weren't even husband and wife, girlfriend. It was cold, you know what I'm saying?
So she gave you the pass for the night.
Kind of.
Oh, shit.
But at that age,
I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
Oh, yeah.
He took the
I
pass. He took the pass.
Yeah, definitely. But, when I'm finished with my testimony, you're going to see, that I should have kind of listened to it to this day. Here I am, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, we all went to the club, and it's no different, you know what I mean? We was high on Tupac. Tupac helped me with the thug passion. I'm drinking Hennessy and Alizé. Heavy.
You was on one.
Heavy. And I get to the club. It was great, like always, wall to wall.
Which club?
Club Sunset.
Oh, okay. That's right.
The Sunset. You know what I mean? I think the capacity probably was 200. It's always fucking 4-5 in there.
They done stuffed 600 to 800 people in the Sunset.
Yeah.
I seen.
Yeah. So it was a great night because my guys was happy to see me. Haven't been home for a while. I went to school like the whole fall. You know what I'm saying? I was home for the holidays and stuff like that. And I had a particular homeboy. And just this time, it's crazy, a week up until this situation, my mom was she was in my chest, heavy, you always have your friends back before your own back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She always was in my chat. I'm like, you know, and when we came up, you know, when you loyal, you got some partners, you got some partners.
Right.
We knew loyalty.
One.
We know loyalty from friends more than we know loyalty from ourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she was like, I'm like, Mom, you just don't understand. I don't know. So I had a particular homeboy that did not come with this group of 3 cars deep. You know, he was like, he knew the type of person I was. You know what I'm saying? Behind me, antagonizing. See, this is like a testimony. A lot of people don't know this. I fucked up. Literally.
Listen, people.
I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So he came to me like, Spank, man, I need you, nigga. So I'm dodging the whole thing. I was so happy to be home. To like, I thought
it's a high. I know the feeling. When you come home, all your homeboys, bro. Well, and when you're an athlete, let me just say, I can speak on this too. Mm-hmm. When you've been gone for months and you come home, you're an athlete. You know, people that went to school with you. What they do is when they see you, man, hey man, you want to go to the club? I got my drop, bro. You can ride with me. You ain't gotta do nothing. And the thing is, it's almost like a natural high. You feel good. You almost feel like a superstar.
Right.
People want to take you out. Right. You're a neighborhood superstar. People want to take you out.
Yeah.
And they want to treat you to a good time. You know, so I understand the feeling.
Yeah. So he finally caught up with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Frank, you know, I have my grandma's car with me. You know what I mean? And I want you to trail me in my grandma's car. And I go to my old lady house, go get my car. You trail me with my grandma's car. And we go drop my car off, and I'll take you back home.
Right.
And I'm like, just think, I came to the club I didn't drive. So when you're not driving, you don't have no brakes. I'm fucked up. You hear me? I'm fucked up. DJs playing everything. I felt like a regular Saturday was my night. Like, what? They even saying my name on the fucking on the mic.
Hey,
welcome home.
Adrenaline pump.
Shit. Welcome home, Spank. Well, we ain't seen you in a minute.
Hey,
so shit.
It was like a belly moving. When they walking on the entrance of belly.
Slow motion. So me, you know what I mean? Crazy thing is, if this can be a lesson to anybody, you know what I'm saying? I don't care how old you are, you know what I'm saying? It's just my testimony today is the cuts. So I finally got with my guy, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? I got you. I was so fucked up that night. I was like, when we finally, and all my guys that I came with, it was like, Spank, you good, this and that. And back then, they more like, damn, this nigga he ain't been home 5 minutes. He going home with a chick already, you know what I'm saying?
That was the thought process.
That's what it was, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, I was just helping my partner. Yeah, right, nigga.
Can I put one disclosure out there?
Go ahead.
For those of you that do not know, I have not had a sunset drink. Is a little bit different from your average drink. A sunset drink is probably 3/4 liquor. You know, it might be a little more than that. Probably 90% liquor, 10% chaser. That's usually how it's made. You get your real drink. Most drinks or most places that have businesses or clubs where people rate their drinks, they are compared to the strength of the sunset drink. So I just want to put that out there. Go ahead, Spanky.
Yes, absolutely. So I get to the point, we get to the car. Everybody's going home. My partners, they at peace, but I'm in good shape, this and that. So I get to the car, my homeboy like, man, I'm fucked up right now. You know what I mean? And he was like, I was like, you know what? I don't know where this shit came from. I might have been watching too much TV or whatever the fuck, whatever. We did paper, scissors, rocks.
Oh, Lord.
To see who the fuck was going to drive.
And wasn't no lifts back then.
Oh, no Uber, none of that.
Hey, even if it was, a bitch ain't coming to the sunset.
Not at night?
No. Niggas is on your own.
Yeah. So
you better walking.
So unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, I lost. So I had to drive.
Dang.
So
that's bad, bro.
Yeah. So here we go. I had to drive. So we went to a local housing area, you know what I'm saying, to go pick up his car. this and that. We got there. He got there. He sped off. It was raining like crazy.
So you following him?
Yeah, it's slippery. So he shot through the light. I shot, and then I was right behind him. Next thing I know, another car veered in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So I veered off in the median. The car hydroplaned. Well, if you know anything about something that hydroplane, that means air comes from the car from the rear. And so I'm stick my head out of the mirror, out of the side window to see. The windshield wipers that the car, it was a Dodge Dynasty, I'll never forget. Fast fucking car, man. Dodge, that real, quick. You know what I mean?
First talking car I ever heard.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is, it was it hydroplaned from the rear, and the windshield wipers weren't working. You know what I mean?
Hold on, wait a minute, wait a damn minute.
Yeah.
Oh, hit the brakes.
Yeah.
You driving in the car with no windshield wipers?
It was bad. They had windshield wipers. They had windshield wipers. They was bad.
And no rain.
Right.
That shit wasn't even made.
I'm trying to tell you. Hold on.
Rain has been around.
Don't go nowhere with the story. I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. Bro, Rain-X was out in 1995. And let me tell you why. It was bougie. I ain't gonna say bougie. One of my best friends, Dingo, Shadid, Shabazz, had a Honda back in 95 when we went to Suncoast. We went down to the Bud Fest in Miami. This nigga had Rain-X on the way. Never seen it in my life. So we get on the highway. This nigga doing like 80. I said, bro, it's raining. Yeah, it's raining. I said, you ain't gonna turn on the windshield wiper?
I don't need to.
Hey, this how. You see the water? See how the water just glide? Dang, just glide off the deep. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. So the car hydroplaned. That means that it was like air getting on the bottom behind the rear of the vehicle.
Tires.
So the windshield wipers wasn't working good. So I stick my neck out of the window, still driving, not breaking my speed, still driving, right? So a hydroplane, I hit a pole. The rim of the window, which I was leaning out of trying to see. Once I hit the pole, I got ejected out of the vehicle. The rim of the window, the driver's side window, I broke my neck in 3 places. I got ejected. I was 50 feet in the air, 100 yards away from the vehicle.
That's a football field.
Yes.
Wow.
I got ejected out of the vehicle. And that time, that when that happened, it was a blur. But what I'm telling you is, see, when you're going through things in life and you don't understand when you live life and you're just going through the motions, you will just go through the motions. You have to have some kind of promising in life as far as how you go through things. Because if I was able to see, when I got ejected, those 100 yards away from the vehicle, I landed in sand.
That's lucky.
Dirt.
Yeah.
It automatically made me blind. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was I fractured my forearm. So what that did was, when I fractured my forearm, that means that the 2 bones that secure your forearm, one of them broke the skin.
Damn.
And I had road rash that turned into a 1st-degree burn from the street. All my ligaments in my hand had to be reattached. I broke my neck in 3 places. I fractured my spleen, broke 3 ribs.
Man.
I had head trauma. But when I say I was blind, if I wasn't blind, I would have automatically died of the state of shock.
All the injuries.
Yeah, for all the injuries. But one thing I can tell you is, I was so impaired. This is something that I'm never admitting to this day. But I'm admitting it today. If it wasn't for me to be so impaired, like I was impaired, I would have died.
Man.
From my injuries, it soaked up everything. I had a DUI test and everything, but the injuries were so severe to it evened me out.
Wow.
Yeah. So while I was on the side of the road blind, and I actually got up, rest in peace, Jim Bob from S Avenue. Jim Bob came to my aid, and he stopped guys from stealing my jewelry and everything. You know, and waiting. And let me tell you something. The sounds from where it actually happened at, and hearing the sirens, that's all I felt like. If the paramedics get me, I'm good.
Yeah.
And just holding on. And if you've ever been in a situation, just trying to hold on until it happens. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. I was in the hospital for 11 days, man. And I was stationary with a halo.
I remember that.
And had first degree burns. I had to do whirlpool for my burns because it can turn into an ugly infection if you don't. And one thing I can tell you is it's a lot of things that comes in hindsight because, like, my wife today wasn't my wife then. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of chicks. You know what I'm saying? It was great. I mean, I was 22.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I would know what I know, you know what I mean? But we never know.
You can't.
We never know.
And the thing is, let me just say this, diamonds come from pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Some situations like that, if they don't kill you or immobilize you, they make you stronger as a person.
Absolutely.
When you're younger, when you're 23, 18, and those years, man,
No fear.
You don't have fear. You're reckless. Yeah. I was reckless at that age.
Of course.
It's a blessing for me to still be here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an awesome testimony, Spank. I mean, wow, to go through something like that.
And I honestly want to add, listen to this. This is something that essentially you want to make sure that none of your family members are in.
Yes.
We got Spank here now.
Right.
It's a celebration every day because he's here.
Right.
Yeah.
But listen to that story.
Yeah.
Listen to the peer pressure. Listen to the situations. Listen to the fact that he knew it was a fucked up situation
from the jump.
But because of not just peer pressure, we can't think of it as peer pressure.
A selfless person.
Exactly.
And a lot of us, I'm just say us as black men, we lend a helping hand a lot of times more than we help ourselves.
Right, absolutely.
So, I understand that, but as a young teenager or a young black man, it happens. We all go through it.
Yeah.
It's decision making.
Yeah.
Some of those decisions make you or break you.
Yes.
So that was a awesome testimony. That's my first time hearing the whole story.
Yeah, a lot of people. One thing I'm gonna tell you something. With life and everything we do here on Hits, Cuts, and Bruises, we want to be able to touch our culture, touch our neighborhoods, touch our family, touch our friends.
You gotta be transparent.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because for a long time, I blamed everybody but myself. I blamed my partner for putting me in that situation, for asking me to do it. And all I could have said is, yeah.
Peer pressure, motherfucker.
And I want you to know, if you're watching this, partner, homeboy, it's all on me, bro. Yeah. But at the same time, I think that if it can happen to anybody, it should be happening to me. Yeah. Because I can, look at me.
You didn't do it with pressure.
Yeah.
Everybody can't hear that.
Yeah. No. You know what I mean? And the message that I have with this whole cuts is, no matter about life, we're gonna cut, we're gonna take hits, we're gonna take bruises. But as long as that you can heal and you can learn from the lesson, and each time is worth the lesson, because you gotta understand is one person is a higher power behind all the lessons that we take.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's all for a reason. It's
yes.
You just have to follow the signs.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Follow the signs and just,
Yeah.
you know, so it's never a loss. It's always a lesson, something to learn from.
Yeah.
Life
So,
lesson.
And when you hear someone have a testimony, or actually a walking testimony, you know, hey man, listen, it's 24 years ago, May 17th, 24 years ago, and I'm still here.
Wow.
So the man kept me for a reason. You know what I mean?
For a reason.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to know that this is my first time to have a flow with our show. And I had to get this done. I had to get this. My boy been knowing me for 30 plus. This nigga know me, bro. And this the first time when he say this, the first time I hear, first time a lot of motherfuckers, ever heard this shit.
Well, listen, Spank, I remember when you were going through the Halo.
Yeah.
I remember that. I never asked because I felt like, as a friend, if you wanted me to know, you would have told me.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, when you're going through something like that, I'm there to help and to be a friend. It's not my business. Not to really judge, but it's not my business to find out exactly what happened.
Not to be nosy.
Right.
Because it might come across as insensitive. Right. It might come out there, man, this bitch is being, he don't care about me. He just want to know what the fuck happened.
I'm here for the healing process.
Right.
So
it's like, hey, a lot of times when people make those statements, hey man, whatever you need,
right,
I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Right.
What happens is, let's test it. Let's really test it. Let's find out. And you had a situation where you were still here. A lot of those situations, it comes after a loss of a parent, a loss of a brother, sister, cousin. And then it's like, hey man, no matter what, I know I'm dropping off this chicken today, but I'm going to check on you later. And it doesn't happen.
It never happens.
It doesn't happen.
It never happens.
Their life continues, and here you are, a shell of yourself, because you lost that individual, but it's even worse because you're still here.
Right.
You can understand if you lost a family member that they dropped off the chicken, they ain't never come back. But when you still here,
right.
It's like, damn.
You learn a lot.
But you also learn not only what true friendship is what family is. The difference between family and friendship. But also you were young.
Yeah.
So, I always use my sister as an example. She always say, well, what about blah, blah, blah? Kim, I don't ask. And I say that not as a way that I'm not concerned.
Right.
I say that because if he wanted me to know,
he would have
told me. And that's God code.
Right.
I respect your privacy. It's not that I don't care. I respect your privacy. Now, some people might take it the wrong way. Because we kind of put this whole blanket of God code on a lot of bullshit.
Right.
That kind of leads into mental health. That leads into therapy.
Right.
That leads into, just chilling out. Like you said, niggas ain't, I had somebody there that did not allow somebody to take my jewelry. Here it is, life and fucking death.
Yeah. And the nigga trying to take something from
It's jewelry.
Yeah.
Replaceable.
Yeah.
The car. Replaceable.
Yeah.
Your life, not.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's what it boils down to. And those are the things that as a fucking society, we have to get better at. Because best believe, if that shit happened, during these times, what's going to happen?
Oh, man.
Yeah. And you're right. You hitting the awesome point, King. Oh, my goodness.
That's what's going to happen.
Joe ain't going to even come help you.
At all. Y'all got that, cuz? Y'all got that?
They want likes.
Watching things on the internet, it desensitizes us.
Yeah. Right.
I refuse to watch George Floyd die on my goddamn computer.
Yeah. I didn't watch it either.
I refused.
It was too tough for me.
It was.
I could stuff like that had me angry for the whole day.
What?
Yeah,
Yes. Any of us. By the time I was 22, I stopped counting at the number 31 of the amount of times I've been stopped by the police.
Wow.
Because the thing that people don't realize, and I'm like, I really can't believe that this is still a conversation. And I'm 49 fucking years old. And these are things that happen to me all from 16 to 22. That the police had it in their rule book to stop any black person for anything, for any reason. And you got people walking around here like, hey, the police are our friends. The police came out of policing slaves.
Yeah, you're right.
That's where policing came from. Yeah. To make sure that nigga that got off that damn farm or that plantation goes back because he's property. People forget where policing came from.
Yeah.
You know? And those are things that essentially are always in my front of mind.
Right.
I don't put it in the back of my goddamn mind and forget about it.
Yeah.
You know?
These everyday situations.
These are realities for a black man in this fucking country.
Right.
You know? I pray daily that my son don't get stopped by the police because he has an app on his... He got to tell Siri that the police don't stop me. And that shit automatically starts his camera. It automatically calls his parents.
Right.
That's...
Like that.
That
technology is wonderful.
It's a good thing.
But it's fucked up. Why my baby got to do that?
Yeah, why go through all that?
He's 21.
But at least he has those protocols in place.
He got it.
Just in case.
He got it. He ready for it. Because whereas to protect and serve is for white people. I'm going to state the facts.
Right.
Protect and serve is for white people. You know? I wish it was for us. Now, keep this in mind. It's not a blanket statement. It's not all police.
Right.
All police not bad. I got, relatives that's police. I got friends that are police. And I love them to death because they do a good job.
Right.
But I promise you, people think it's a bad apple. No. It's the system.
System fucked up.
The system is what it is.
But I mean, you could go further than that. The whole judicial
system
is fucked up.
It's fucked up.
You know, Constitution fucked up.
Fucked up.
Our laws fucked up.
I guarantee you this. Why is it still with 3/5 of a man? Ain't nobody think they can take that shit out the goddamn Constitution. And, it's like, you guys should be happy that you're here.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, go somewhere else.
But our fucking choice.
This is my home.
Yeah.
We was here first.
Believe it or not.
When I hear, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. You might think that shit. That song was not written for me. It wasn't written for you. And it wasn't written for you. So when those people, make those statements about how we should be happy to be here and we should just take it. Absolutely take it. That's not fair.
No.
And I'm on my fucking soapbox. That's
Talk your shit, kid.
What?
Talk your shit.
Tell me when I'm lying.
No. I won't stop.
That I promise you, one of the worst feelings in your entire existence is seeing them damn lights in your rearview mirror. You see them lights in your rearview mirror.
It's a tough situation. You could be as legit as possible.
Absolutely.
Gator license and all that. It's just, I don't know. I may not come home.
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah. And of course, the officer is thinking the same thing.
Right.
But are you scared of your job?
I think some are.
I think a lot are. That's why they shoot first and ask questions later.
And I'm gonna go a little further than that. I think some of them take that job. I'm not speaking of all in a whole. I'm just saying a percentage. I think some of them take that job because at a younger age in their life they probably were bullied.
They got their ass kicked.
Right. Or
handed to them.
Things didn't go their way. They want an athlete. They didn't get a chance to be on that side of the.
But I got one to add to that.
What's up?
I understand that. But what happens is, as a Semitic situation is, you don't put rookie police officer or just starting police officer in a region or an area you don't understand.
They don't live there.
Well, but the thing is, guess what? When the system is made up of officers that are majority, possibly white, in urban areas, there's a lot of shit they won't understand.
Right.
I have a I had a coworker.
Lights out.
I had a coworker. You know, we used to discuss life situations. You know, just different stuff. And when I tell you I was blown away by just some of his answers, he would tell me the different things, how he would respond and how different I would respond as an African American male. Now him, he's Cuban mixed with I don't know for him because I'm not 100% on this, but he's Hispanic for the most part.
Right.
And just some of his responses, I'd be like, man, really? You know, so just to give you a quick, I'm not gonna take that one. I'm just throw some real quick. For instance, I'm pro, you know, Second Amendment. You know,
I got it
all day long.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that.
He total opposite. So we had a discussion. You know,
He's a liberal.
yes, Tori. I don't know how you could do that. You know, somebody breaks in my house. You know, I don't think I could, you know, injure them. I'll just grab my bat. I said, grab your bat.
There's no bat to grab.
That's it. Where you bat at? Where you
Bat, not bat.
I don't have one, but you know, I say so. You making up fictional stuff that's gonna be in your house when the person break in or something happen or your family in danger. Yeah, you know, I'll just, bro. I'm talking about just. I'm blown away. I'm like, this is a wild man. You know, so you'd be surprised, man. You know, people's thought process on some of these issues.
Let me add to that.
Go ahead.
Because as someone who was former, I wasn't with guns.
Okay.
Former.
Opposite your younger brother.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. But
He's a marksman.
yeah. So what my issue is how many do you fucking need? That's my issue.
Listen, okay, if I'm gonna just say this, and people are different.
My answer is
Listen, people have it's different tools for different jobs.
Absolutely.
there you. I like where you're going.
So if you're a mechanic, if you need to take off a tire, you might only need a tire iron, a jack, you know, things of that nature to do it. Okay, now if you need to get down in the engine, you may need some more detailed tools.
Correct.
You know, to get to the problem.
Okay.
I'm a man of many tools.
So there you go. So this is my thing. Some are for different reasons. You know, say for instance, if you're in a house and you want an assault rifle, but you don't want your bullets to go through the wall and kill everybody else in the house.
Right.
You might want a 5.56 NATO rounds for your assault rifle.
So cute.
Okay, if you're the only one in the house, you might want a shotgun. For you know,
Personal hand-to-hand contact.
you know, different tool for different.
But
But why do you need all of them?
I'm gonna tell you why.
No, but
Are you 100% in support of your government?
No.
Do you believe our government can be overthrown?
Absolutely. They showed down on September 6th.
Okay.
January 6th, I'm sorry.
Okay. If you believe in that, who gonna protect you if our government overthrows?
Not the government.
Right.
Who?
It's gonna be my one little block that I have. That's my dad.
Okay. Okay, now let me just say this.
It's gonna run. That big gonna run hot.
It's gonna run out of bullets.
I got kids, I got a wife. I got a house, I got an area I gotta protect.
Okay.
One Glock ain't gonna do it for me.
I understand it.
And see me, I watch. You know,
It might be a truck full of them.
You never know.
You want the NATO buzz.
Nah.
5.56.
Nah. Okay.
NATO.
Let's because of course we're in disagreement.
Right.
No, not.
Just
I don't
against
think we
y'all.
are. We're not.
No, this is
We're not. We're the educational part.
Yes.
So you're gonna agree with us. One way or
Hey, well,
the
we
other. I'm gonna have to pull my shit out.
This has always been my thing. You're responsible going over.
Yes.
Right? You buy things legally.
Right.
Okay. My issue then becomes, for those who don't know, we're in South Florida. Nicholas Cruz was given life. Nicholas Cruz killed 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Parkland is about 45 minutes away from us.
Right.
And this boy got life.
Okay.
And now some people say that's going to be more of a punishment because he's living. I say ask the parents. Ask the parents if they think that's enough of a punishment.
The parents of the deceased.
The parents of the deceased.
I agree.
Do they think he should be removed? You know?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to cut it short.
No, go ahead.
In my opinion, we all like to see sometimes, I ain't going to say we like to see, but we like to see an eye for an eye.
Right.
A lot of times. Honestly, that's a quick solution for him.
Right.
Kill him.
Yeah. Lights out.
Right.
If he does do life, he finna suffer for
Every
his
day.
remaining days.
True.
And they gonna keep him alive.
And let me just say this. It's also a different system inside that jailhouse.
Right.
He may suffer more than we hear about.
Exactly. He ain't going to be in general population. They're not going to put that boy in general population. There is no way.
Why not?
He killed 17 people.
So did a lot of other niggas.
And they walk around there. Oh,
Either way it go though.
What's up, OC?
Okay. Let's say he in South
see
Carolina.
Go ahead.
Every race is pissed off by this stuff. So he could be hiding wherever hell he can be hiding at.
They're gonna be hell
Somebody
every day in his
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He gonna pay.
what the system promotes him to do is you gonna kill yourself, go ahead and kill yourself. We ain't gonna do it. You gonna die slow.
You gonna every day is gonna be a living
Yeah. And see, my thing is, guns don't kill people.
crazy people.
People kill people. You know
That's
what I'm saying? So my thing, I'm all for the gun laws, but one thing what people don't understand, like open carry laws. What people don't understand about open carry laws is you are so lenient. You can carry. You can go anywhere. But one thing about it, as soon as you leave, use it, you're going to get a capital murder case if you don't use that thing correctly. So it's like they baiting you.
Right.
When Dolph got killed,
Mhm.
Memphis, the guys are opening. When police
That's
come
like
through,
Atlanta.
yeah.
Open carry.
When the police come through, motherfuckers got AKs on their
Police
like,
don't even go through the heavy areas like
yeah.
because they know they out armed.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to say about that is, I understand the open carry, but
I don't want it. It can't do nothing here. Open. We from Southern South Florida. Open carry ain't gonna listen.
the issue
No sir.
that I've seen,
We wild west without that shit.
we as black people, those rules don't apply to us. Stand your ground, it's not apply to us. Open carry laws does not apply to us. Go ahead and Google when we're done with this. How many black people who were heroes and saved people with their concealed weapon were being shot by the goddamn police? I even use the example of the dude who was a mental health worker in Miami,
I saw that.
laying on the ground
I remember that.
with his hands up.
They still shot.
I know
they
this
shot both
boy.
of them.
They shot the boy and shot him.
Fuck what you talking about? Hey, they took him. Fuck that. We gonna put these bullets. We gonna talk about it. That's some bullshit.
This lethal force is so unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's so
I
unnecessary.
agree. And you know what? They have options
Yes.
a lot of times. Now, if somebody got a gun and you're an officer, hey man, do what you need to do.
Go home.
They was sitting on the ground.
Make sure you can get home.
Ain't got no weapons on them, man. Why you taking pop shots at those and just trying to?
But
Uh-oh.
another thing too, it's all about the training.
They don't get
Because-
trained for
Non-resistant.
six weeks.
No, it's 6 months.
6
I
months. That ain't enough
understand.
That's
time.
still not enough.
Yes,
We gotta go to school 4-5 years to be a teacher.
right. But the training is you don't have training to escalate the situation. You have training to de-escalate the situation, and they feel like if it's no witness, it's no case. They're the most gangsters of them all.
Exactly. You're right.
You know what
You're
I mean?
absolutely right.
If we was all, I'm not saying that we're not crying. We're crying, guys. We have a disclosure. But if I was going through anything, no witness, no case.
Right.
Police are the most dangerous gangsters that will ever live.
I don't know what happened to my body cam. I have no idea.
I turned it off. The situation got sticky. I turned it off.
I had to make sure. You know what? It fell off. You know, there is no accountability for these guys.
And that's what I think the proper training has to be. Accountability is everything.
Yeah.
If you
You
take
take
an
more than
oath,
6 months. There's
Yeah.
no way you
you
can
take an
you know-
oath about being a police officer, serve and protect or what have you. I don't know who even used that oath in. I mean that analogy of serve and protect.
Right.
But I talked to an old police officer years ago. He was on his way out, about to retire. He said basically, for police officers, you never see a police officer when it's a shootout or in the heat of battle.
That's why they don't come out on the 4th of July.
Never. But they're really set to come out and just write it up in disciplinary situations, just like in school.
I'm
Patrols
gonna
and
ask
stuff
y'all.
like
Let
that.
me ask both of y'all. If y'all making $50,000 a year. Look at both of y'all. Six. $50,000 a year. You get a call. You're an officer of the law. Shots fired. Assault rifle. An AR style rifle. How fast you gonna respond?
Call me when this is over with.
You know what? I was in the neighborhood, but my
Exactly.
radio was off.
It ain't worth it.
So even with that, right? This is my argument for defunding the police.
Mm.
Because it's been proven over and over and over and over again. My cousin Mike, God bless the dead. I ain't heard nothing about his case.
That was years ago.
This motherfucker got shot in the face. And y'all mean to tell me there's nobody, not a single person, that can tell us about this case? Nobody? You know?
Yeah.
It's like those things are front of mind. Michael wasn't no gangster.
No.
Michael wasn't in the streets. You know, and that's... those are the things that baffle me. You know? And it's like, yeah, I'm biased. Yeah, it's my relative. It's my first cousin. You know, and I miss him to death. But those are things that, when you mean to tell me y'all got so much time to stop people for minor infractions, the smallest things, and y'all escalate these things, and y'all just want to fuck with people just to put them in jail to then let your homeboy who owned the private jail get more money.
No, that's the big picture.
Hell yeah.
That's another conversation.
Hey,
That's a whole show.
yeah.
A lot of money in that shit.
Privatized prison system.
And they're making 45 cents an hour. It's slave labor. You know, it's like, oh, they're making license tags.
But it's huge contracts.
It's huge. If my homeboy owned this company, who am I going to go ahead and give that government contract to?
Give it a kickback.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why did the government pay $20 a nail? You know? These are things that are facts. These are things that are, you know, like, damn, $20 a nail.
But these are the
things
we discuss here on His Cuts and Bruises.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It will be bringing to you, man.
You know?
Absolutely.
And back to not even. Thanks for the testimony. That was great, bro.
Absolutely.
That was something people should hear. I've never been through a situation like that. It has to be life changing, man. You have to be strong to get through something like that. Like I say, diamonds are made from pressure. For you to get through a situation like that, man, and still be here, you know, and be here to talk on His Cuts and Bruises with your homeboy, man, that speaks volumes.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, speaks volumes.
And one thing I want to reiterate on everything is what create mental health issues or demons inside of your soul or whatever is not being addressed.
Right.
And the one thing is to start is admitting that it's a problem, admitting that it's fucking with you, and you do your best to get it out and manifest for your higher power, whatever you believe in, and handle it. And sometimes it can come with help, just with the conversation.
Venting, letting it out.
Yeah. Venting is a natural thing that we all really, you can't be too proudful for.
But now I would say there's a difference between venting and dumping.
Right.
Because everybody know a motherfucking Debbie Downer. Then you can have the best damn day. You don't woke up, got some head this morning, you feeling good, and then all of a sudden you get to work, it's like, you know what happened to me? God damn, what the fuck Debbie Downer gonna do to my day?
But you know what I say with that is there's movers and shakers in this world. You know what I'm saying? And there's also energy takers.
Suck you dry.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what we have to understand is the older we get, you're able to have a radar for those type of people.
Absolutely.
And what we have to do as a community, as a person, is to know the type of personality, type of spirits that we may run across doing just the, because we take them one day at a time.
Right. Of course.
Please don't do nothing but take one day at a time. Life is too much, too complex to do anything other than taking one day at a time. And when you start noticing certain things as we go, Debbie Downer, the energy taker, shaker, you know what I mean?
Soul suckers.
You know what I mean? They're
Well, different kind of soul suckers.
Freakers over.
Hey!
Stiff arm that conversation.
Jamal!
Jamal is loose.
Are we about there, man? Y'all.
We about there.
We about there.
So let's do this. We gotta never forget. I'd say each one of us either shout out a business person or somebody we want to make sure bring attention to.
There you go.
It can be free advertisement. It could be somebody that touched somebody. It could be whatever you want to choose. Who want to go first? Okay, I got it. I always got mine. So, special shout out to Boulevard Subs and More. Shed Lane, that is his place. He is located on Blue Heron Boulevard in the Imperial Plaza. When I tell y'all, I only got one thing to say. I don't know what he do to the bread, but it's delicious. This bread is like on par with like a man. I thought, it's a different kind of bread. It's like kind of like a bun. It's like a biscuit cousin. But it's weird. I get
talking. I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
I'm telling you.
Shit, well, goddamn.
Hey,
what's the hours?
What? Hey, I'm gonna say look it up on Google because I'm not sure. But honestly, man, this bread is amazing. I get the tuna melt. He has garlic butter. I don't get on the tuna because it's kind of new. But get honestly, straight up, you will love it. Special shout out to him. So yeah, just want to say that.
I'm gonna get married.
Hey, it's so powerful. What I want to do is this segment is all about basically it's like when our community or people that we know, black businesses, small business, don't think we're watching. We got our ear planted to the street, our feet are walking forward on the street, and I actually want to give a shout out to George Watson, my painter, aka Snoop.
There we go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a village.
He detailed too.
Yeah, and what I want to do
He detail cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's actually right now he's in the frame of his life right now. He's a painter.
We know he stepped across the street from my cousin.
Yeah.
All right.
So what he does right now is you want to get any local painter painting going on or whatever. He got passion with his work. We clean out there himself.
You ain't tell me that. I see George on a regular basis.
Yeah. He cleaned out himself or whatever. I know he did some work for you.
Absolutely.
And
highly recommend it.
And the thing is, if you on Facebook or whatever, his name is George Watson.
Family Rattler, by the way.
That's right. And sometimes in life, and we're going to have a segment soon, is it can be the smallest black business. All it takes is somebody to mention.
That's it.
Why not mention? That's free.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's nothing like when somebody have pride in what they do.
You got that shit right.
When somebody have pride in what they do is worth millions. You know what I mean? So George Watson.
2 times for George Watson.
A.K.A.
3 times.
Snoop. He'll paint you interior, exterior, sprayer, roller, whatever you got. And he does drywall, caulking, and all.
Man.
Trust that.
Alright.
That's my we see you moment.
Like that.
So it's on me now.
Yes,
So
sir.
you?
Watch this shit. Okay, what I'm gonna do today, goddamn
Yes,
it,
sir.
me Timo, I'm gonna keep this shit in house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, I want to give a shout out to my dog, motherfucking Spanko, for his barbering skills. He is cuts and bruises. Y'all don't know this shit, but I'm gonna keep y'all on something a little here. You know, he keep us sharp for the motherfucking show.
Hey.
Now I was late this evening, so you know he ain't getting me right this evening.
Hey.
But when we on this motherfucker looking sharp and shit, it's got a Spank. You know, he get us right. So y'all make sure y'all holler at my dog, man. He need your haircut. You see what I'm saying? He got it nice in here. You come in here, you know, watch a little TV, little music. Got it nice and cool and shit. Multiple chairs, a bar lined up for you. You know, niggas ain't got this shit in the barbershop.
At all.
This like top tier shit. So make sure you get at my dog, man, Spanko. Get that number so you can holler at him, get the cut. And you know, like
Hey, Spanky, can I get a $10 haircut?
No.
That part.
Because when you ain't got nobody, when you ain't waiting on nobody, you got nothing to wait, and you got an appointment and an appointment for you, it's all about you. And you work all day, you can get a drink out the refrigerator or the bar on the shop. Face value is good.
Trust me. Come check my homeboy out, man. So
Yes,
that's what I'm acknowledging.
One man's only, get at me. You can find me.
Yeah, that. Give them that info if you want to.
Hey.
It's up to you.
L_Spanky76 Instagram or my phone number for the tetos, parqueta, pamelete.
Whatever the fuck that means.
That's Spanko.
You want to close us on out? Connect, you want to close us
I
out?
will close us out. So, once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. We will bring more culture conversation very, very soon. And from the bottom of each one of our hearts, thank you, and thank you.
Have a good one. Much love. Peace, love.
Peace out, guys.
All right.
Cuts and bruises.
Good night.
Still thinking about Friday.
Oh, no.